so welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because on today's video we are going to be doing two different looks, and we're going to be using the Juvia'S the Nudes palette, but also the violets, which this is what I have on right now. This one is going to be the second look for today's video, but don't sleep on this one because I honestly love the look that I created with the nudes. It was definitely more on the softer side, but it still had a little bit of glam in it. I really hope that you guys enjoy both looks that I created because I definitely did. I feel like they are super different from each other, but they are still really pretty in their own way. But if you guys want to see how I use these eyeshadow palettes, then just keep on watching. So jumping right into it, I already went ahead and primed my eyelids, so we are good to go. I'm going to use the Nudes by Juvia'S today, which is this one right here. This one is more, of course, on the nude side. It has a little bit of champagne and rose gold in it. So I'm going to do this one on my crease, and I'm going to build it up as much as I can with a nice fluffy brush. I'm using the darkest brown in the eyeshadow palette, and I feel like I have to build it up pretty nicely because it is a pretty light shade. So I'm gonna do that, kind of just build it up and get it as intense as I want to. Although I really thought it was gonna be a little darker, but we're just gonna roll with it and build it up slowly. So now I'm gonna grab this super light shade right here, which is almost like a pinkish peachy shade. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that on a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna run that on the outside to kind of blend that out. I feel like it's a little too light for me, but I'm gonna just see what it does because I don't want the brown to be too harsh on the outside of the crease. Now I'm just gonna go back with the brown shade and kind of retouch right there on my crease because I do want it pretty dark right there. So I'm just going back and forth and retouching that brown. Now for my lid color, I'm pretty excited because ever since I swatched these eyeshadows, the one I really wanted to put on my lid was this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over my lid, bringing it from the inside all the way to the outside. And I'm gonna do that with a flat brush. I'm gonna wet my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus just to intensify the color because I do want it pretty metallic-like. I'm just going to look down so that way I can see where exactly to place it. It's definitely coming out a little bit more gold than what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more on the rose gold side, but I am definitely not mad at it because it's super pretty. It's almost like a greenish gold, which is not bad. I do have a little bit of fallout. I feel like I could have wet my brush a little bit more, but we're just gonna dust that off with a big fluffy brush in a second. The eyeshadow definitely has like two tones depending on how you look at it and where the light hits it, but I really do like it. And again, I don't want to do this look like super dramatic. I want to keep it really simple. So the last thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of that brown right underneath my lower lash line. Since we kept it pretty soft with the eyeshadow, I do want to add a little bit of drama with the lashes, and for that I'm going to grab these, which are the Flawless from Lashes for Life. These are really pretty. I'm going to link her page below and like her Instagram and stuff so you guys can check out her lashes, but they are really pretty and they are super lightweight. So this is what the eyelashes look like. Like I said, they're really pretty, super wispy, and I feel like they just add a little bit of drama to this look without it being too much. Anyways, for highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Anastasia one, the Amrezy. I'm gonna put that on my cheeks as well as a little bit right underneath my brow bone. And you guys already know that I love to put a little bit in my inner corner, so I'm gonna grab that on a nice fluffy brush, a small fluffy brush, and I'm gonna put that right in the inner corner. Now for my lip liner, I'm gonna go ahead and grab NYX Downtown Beauty and just line my lips with it. Now for my lipstick, I'm going to grab the Milani Satin Lips. This color is called Lavish, and I'm just gonna put a very small amount of it on the middle of my lips. This one is super opaque and it can get really light really quick, so that's why I'm gonna only do a little bit in the middle. All right, y'all, so that basically completes the first look of this video. I really hope you guys like it. It's definitely more on the simple, softer side, but it's still a little bit of glam. I feel like the lashes definitely made a difference, and the color on the lid is super pretty. Now with the lip color, what's so good about the eyeshadow that I have on is that it's so diverse. You can put any lip color and it's gonna stand out really nicely. I decided to do a nude. You could also do like a red, a burgundy, a purple. It would just look so nice. Like any lip color will be really pretty with this eyeshadow that we have going on. I definitely feel like I needed more like a darker brown in here just so I can intensify my crease just a tiny bit more, but I'm really not mad at it. I feel like the look still turned out really pretty. But now let's go ahead and jump into the next palette, which I'm really excited about. Let's go ahead and play with some color. So for the second look of today's video, we are going to be using the violets, and I love this one because it has nothing but purples in it. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this dark purple right here, just very little because I don't want it super intense. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit and tap the excess off my brush. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the outside just because I want to see how dark it is. Okay, so I feel like I am going to slowly build this one up only because I don't want it to come out super dark. So I'm grabbing a little bit at a time on my brush and just kind of packing that in and then blending it out. And I'm trying to soften it up here as we go as well, just so I don't have to go in and blend it out later. Okay, so once I have that color build up, I think I'm gonna cut my crease. So I'm gonna grab a little makeup wipe first and clean up on my lid because I do want the violet color to be super vibrant. So I don't want it to mix with the darker purple. So that's why I'm gonna grab the white and clean my crease first. And I'm taking it out all the way out here, so that way you can only see the purple up there. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, and you wanna make sure that they're pretty symmetrical. Otherwise, your eyes are gonna look a little wonky. Been there, done that, and you really don't want that look. So I'm gonna make sure that they are pretty symmetrical to each other when I clean up this eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Anastasia eye primer, and I'm going to go ahead and put that right over my crease. So that color, that lavender color that we're gonna put on top of it really shows up super nicely. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab a flat brush and dig into the violet color and grab a lot on my brush, and I'm just gonna pack it on right on top of the primer we already laid out. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, so I'll be right back. My eyes are starting to get a little bit irritated only because I'm using purples, but it's fine. We're just gonna, ignore that, okay? My eyes do get pretty sensitive when it comes to purples and reds, but those are honestly my favorite colors, and I'm just not gonna stop wearing them until I feel like it's really doing something to me. But anyways, they're gonna clear up in just a second. We just gotta give them some time to kind of cool down. But while I do that, I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Anastasia liquid liner, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a pretty nice line on top and probably also a wing. While I gave my eyes some time to kind of cool down and kind of get rid of the redness, I went ahead and did my liner, and I went ahead and popped some lashes on. So for my lower lash line, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that deep purple right out here, just very little. And I also think that I'm gonna grab this light lavender shade, but this one has shimmer in it, and I'm gonna pop it right in my inner corner right here, just to kind of give it a little bit of a glow, but without it being too much. Now I'm gonna take the shimmer lavender and I'm gonna pop it right here at the bottom. And I did wet my brush a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit more metallic finish. I'm also going to add a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line, because with the purple underneath there, I feel like they got lost and I really can't see them. Now for my lips, I do think I want to keep it more on the dark side since the first look was a little bit softer. I think I'm going to use the Stila liquid lipstick in the shade Chianti. I want to say that's how you say it, Chianti. And for my liner, I'm going to use MAC Nightmoth. So let me go put those on. I decided to be a little wild and put a little bit of the lavender shade right in the center of my lips, like this. Just because I feel like the color I had before was a little too warm. That you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which look you guys enjoyed the best. Honestly, they're both super different, but I feel like one is more dramatic than the other, but they are both really nice and really pretty. Please subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with any looks that might come, and make sure you hit the thumbs up as well, and I'll see you guys on the next video.